I can't hear Luis. Okay, hello, guys. This is the upper bracket week 1 big match, content match. Anyone not seen the rap battle? Anyone not seen the fight out there for the content war? Get hip to it, because this is the big match we've all been waiting for. We got on one side Noxus, on the other side Ionia, and it's going to be a monster match. And we're going to go straight into, I think, some of this content.
I'd walk a mile for my teammates. Team Ionia, all you others are fakes. Nox is up first looking like a straight piss tape. Now watch me chat shit on this beat like I'm Drake. Have you ever seen Nox win lane? Yeah, me neither. First ban the Blanc because I'm the deceiver. Gallant, your set's not the best, I'll say it with chest. When macro turns west, I'll be less than impressed. Why did you support all your points on an elo peak and support? Did you give the rest of your team much thought? I mean, Gallic's barely peaked above D3. Now he's your ADC. Now let me spill some tea. Tea time well spent hiding under a tree, because in the jungle I promise that's where you'll be.
Mismatch name, but the skill match worse. Musketeer badge, but the gameplay curse. V-Ray on set, bet you set no tone. 45% win rate, yeah, you fighting alone. Feel looks like you cute with a pussycat name. You play for KDA, will you play for the game? Talon? Car? Can you take a fight? Noxus hit mid-game, yeah, it's good night. I'm for Ross, showing up late to the show. Like it's a mirror S, yeah, too slow. I only have fools every time we engage.
Noxus, we control this stage.
We need to acknowledge that change is hard.
Oh my goodness.
Bro,
Whoa.
I had a 3-minute ad break throughout the whole of it. But for those of you that did see it, yeah. Hi guys. How we all doing?
Yeah, excellent. Are you two ready for this match?
So ready, bro. I mean, I just woke up 2 hours ago. We played a quick flex as a team, made them FF in 10 minutes, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Team's
Good job,
like
man.
smooth as butter.
You're fucking
What
up
about
the
you, Guile?
Emerald players on Flex, man. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a great team. We've done some scrims. We're feeling prepared. We have a 32-year-old coach or something that's doing the draft for us, and he's also playing jungle apparently. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah,
Have you got any fighting
Your
words?
jungle's
How-
32?
Is this
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
an
Actually,
easy
I
match?
think he's
Is this
something
going to be a
like
hard match?
Oh, he doesn't even
What do
know
you
his
think,
own
Gallant?
roster, man.
that. I think it's gonna be easy, probably. I mean, I don't know who these players are. They could be
Oh,
gods.
you're getting
Incredible,
random
but-
checked.
You'll get to know them. You'll get to know them. You might have to read their names out in black and white, but you'll get to know them.
To be honest, yeah, maybe I could go into a little bit more detail here, if that's all right with you guys. Yeah, I prepared something here. Whoa, it's just me here. Whoa, what's up, guys? All right, so this is my PowerPoint I made. This is me. My name's Gallant. I'm the captain. That's our sick fucking logo. The Order of Guile. Yep. This is who I was talking about. Tea Time. I think he's 30, but if you're younger than that, I apologize. But he's the mastermind. He's got a big brain and stuff. Yeah. Nox, the assassin. He cleaves them all with his hidden blades and stuff for Noxus. Ganix, he's a sharpshooter. He plays AD carry. Yep. Paper Knight. He's from Spain, so I named him El Matador. Yeah. And yeah, Ionia, I don't know too much about him. Mismatch just picked him off the street or something, I guess. You know, like whereas we're a team, I feel like they're like mercenaries, you know, just coming in for the sheep pay, while we have actual spirit for our country and stuff. And here we have the captain himself. Look at that beautiful picture. Poor Mismatch, his team left him because they didn't want to play with him. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Am I off mute now? First of all, that's criminal from Tuba putting me on. Criminal from Tuba putting me on mute during the whole thing there. I can't believe Galen had the floor. I want to ask you about your logo. Obviously, that's inspired. That looks like a LeBlanc right there. So it's nice of you to use me as inspiration for your logo. Very cool. Yeah. These are not nobodies, okay? These are people that I've been scrimming with for the last couple of weeks now. Obviously, Lime's stuck around, okay? So you're going to get to know him. Obviously, I don't think he played in previous Fearlesses, but he's 1,000 LP and he's, absolutely running it in solo queue. Yeah, I'm very confident with my team. I think it'll be a good game. I think mid lane matchup will be pretty good. Obviously, we're both sort of one tricky in the mix of things. I'd happily go LeBlanc versus Katarina, but ask Nox the same question. I don't think he'd be too keen after the in-house that we had a few days ago. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Team's good vibes. Obviously, 3 of them have come in after people have dropped out, and they all know each other. And yeah, Lime's sound. So looking forward to it. Can't believe you put me on mute during that presentation, Tuber. Like, how the hell am I meant to react to that?
I'm going to give you the chance to answer the same question, Mismatch. Is this going to be easy game, hard game?
Go for it.
What's your prediction?
I don't know, man. Obviously, I don't know. We've not scrimmed their team before. I don't know how strong their team are as a unit. I'm gonna come out and say that I think we're gonna, get a 2-0. A couple of our teammates have said that they're hungry, so they want to make this quick. But first game of the week, we're all still finding our footing. I'm not going to come out too cocky off the rip. I'm just going to say, hopefully we can get the clean 2-0 today and move on to the next game.
Fair. Glad to hear it. I'm excited to see this clash of misfits, I guess, versus the clash of the prepared team.
I do appreciate you putting some effort into the PowerPoint, though, Gallant. I mean, it's better than just putting a random cinematic over a few muffled lyrics. It's a lot more personal touch applied to that one, so I do appreciate that.
Dude, you can't lie, though. That last line was fucking tough when we hit the stage or whatever.
Yeah. And the fact it came in straight after 20 seconds of nothing was crazy. Really
the outro, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, good luck to both of you.
Okay. Good luck. Good luck.
All
have fun. Bye.
Yes, yeah.
Hello, guys. How we doing? It's Pensive once again, joined by the ever fan favorite Z-Man Jr., the myth.
You can call me Z-Money.
The man, the myth. Z-Money, yeah. Are your 2 favorite junglers from the middle bracket here to bring you this clash of I don't know what to call them. It's first game, I think, for both of them. There's nothing, first match. We haven't seen anything from either of these teams yet, aside from the diss tracks.
2 content monsters, and now we're going to see who's got the who's going to be able to put the money where their mouth is. Who's all bark and who's all bite. That's what we're about to find out. They can both talk the talk, but can they walk the walk? What do you?
Oh man, I know Mismatch is one of my favorite talkers ever for sure. This guy says things that no one else dares. Sometimes for the worse, sometimes for the better. I'm excited to see what he can bring on the stage.
Yeah, 100%. I think, have you got the rosters for both these teams available?
Yes, I have them right here.
let's do a little rundown of these squads. You know, let's see where we can expect the powers for both sides, and where there might be some weaknesses in each team.
Shall I introduce the Order of Guile then, and then I'll let you introduce Wuju style. So Order of Guile, as Gallant showed everybody, you begin with Gallant, the top laner. You then have Tea Time in the jungle, Nox in the mid lane, Gonix in the AD carry spot, and Paper Knight as a support.
It's a strong squad. It's a very strong team. What do you think the strengths and weaknesses are going to be in these two squads?
So, from what I know, Gallant is a pretty decent top laner. You know, he's been in quite a few of the Fearless tournaments. He's held his own pretty well. I expect him to do a good job here at playing. I am, however, most interested in the mid lane matchup because, like Mismatch was pointing out, they are both kind of one tricks. You know, they have LeBlanc versus Katarina, who is going to be able to bring, I guess, more to their team with other champion picks, as I very much doubt that either team will allow the opposing player to get their one trick, unless it's the head-to-head matchup, which is, I think, quite LeBlanc favored.
It's very LeBlanc favored. Are we expecting to see bans from both sides on the one tricks, do we think?
I suspect it. Maybe you can let the LeBlanc go if you are ready to play something like a Lissandra into it, as it is a really hard matchup. But it all comes down to if Nox can actually play that Lissandra or champion like that can nullify the LeBlanc.
Very true. Very true. And then elsewhere, who are we watching out for? We heard Mismatch say himself, his ADC Lime, 1k LP Pika, someone to be frightened of. What do you think? Do you think their ADC on Noxus, Ganix, can stand against him?
I am interested. So I know Gonix. I have some background with him. He was actually the coach of a team that I used to play with Kasparos, one of the AD carries from Middle Bracket. He's a good player. He's got a good head on his shoulders, good mind. He is an AD carry main. Pika. He is currently.
You know, I've just had a look on his account. He's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game win streak right now.
He's coming in
so
hot.
That's got to put you in good spirits. That's got to put you in good spirits, right? An 8 game win streak is absolute blue carpet out for this guy. Coming into peak form against possibly one of the best ADCs in the entire tournament. We're going to see if it's his day to pop off.
I am ready to see it. And he is a great shot caller from what I know as well. And honestly, a lot of people say that having an AD carry as a shot caller, especially in team fights, is really important. You know, them calling out who they can actually hit, who is actually in front of them, tends to work out quite well for the team. So we'll have to see if you can transition that into something that his team can make use of in these coming fights.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's played 10 games of Ashe so far, won 9 of them in solo queue, and Ashe is exactly the kind of champ you want to be shot calling on. Hey guys, arrow in here, there's some vision, you know, aware of the map, aware what's going on, able to find those angles. So maybe it'd be smart from this Ionia team, just get rid of the Ashe. You know, you've got this strong ADC, you've got your own strong ADC, give him a leg up. I'm expecting to see both teams playing for bot side here. I don't know about you.
Gotcha. I'm not really sure what to expect. Something that I really want to watch out for, especially since Gonix has been playing a lot of the Ashe, is will they be given that Ashe Seraphine combo we've seen in every single bracket, every single game? It is the pairing for Ashe, right? Will the Order of Guile, the Noxians, give them that? Oh, be able to take that, from the Ionians? Is that something they're thinking about?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was said before, Seraphine had 100% win rate in the tournament at some point. Not sure if that's still true. But it's just a crazy stat, isn't it, for a champ that had 100% pick rate as well, I believe, in these series. So if we have a look at this top lane matchup, we see that Vray, #set, is a set one trick. Now, I don't know if anyone's aware of Gallant, but he matches that description pretty similarly, with a big gap between his most played set and his second Fiora. So we might see a first pick set from either side here to try and steal it away from the other if they're confident in their matchups. Or maybe just even an early pick if it's not first, but a very contested pick. It seems like these teams have a lot of contested pools and similar players here. Should be really interesting to see how they match up against each other.
And I do know Gallant has been putting some time into the Cassante and Irelia. Cassante, definitely one of those champions that is much better in competitive fives play than it is in solo queue. And maybe something he can pull out here that will give him an edge over his opponent. Then when it comes to...
Sorry, I got ganked IRL.
No worries. And then when it comes to the jungle, Z-Man, what do you expect to see? Because I know Tea Time is a Skarner player from, especially this season, he's been playing it quite a bit. He seems to like it. Skarner is one of those tank junglers, happy to give a bit of room to your other lanes, allow them to play a very clear back to front fight. What do you think is going to be answered from the side of the Ionians?
Well, I've just had a quick look at this non-reciprocal guy's account, the jungler opposing him, and in the last 4 days, he played a ranked solo of Skarner, and right before this game, he played a ranked flex of Skarner. So, it comes to reason, they want to steal it away.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for reference, in this previous flex game that Noxus just played, their comp was Set, Skarner, LeBlanc, Samira, and a Nautilus, which is exactly the kind of comp that they probably ideally want to play, considering that their ADC is also a Samira one trick. So a lot of bans are actually going to have to come down on this Noxus team. LeBlanc every game, Samira every game, Set every game. If not, and one of them sneaks through, you've got an experienced player on their main champ. That's going to be dangerous for Team Noxus.
Very interesting. It is odd, because I non-reciprocal, if you take a look at his account, has 101 games this season alone on Talon. Not usually the best fives jungler. It's not who he expected to pick.
And his next played is Kha'Zix, and then his third most played is Jinx. So that's going to be a problem. Looking like a bit of a one trick.
Yeah, a little bit of a wild card as well, because Talon is very much a feast or famine jungler. He can't get everything he needs done right away. He kind of doesn't do much.
I mean, if we have a quick look at these other champs he's played some Echo, some Sylas. That's pretty much it. He's been playing Echo, Sylas, Talon, and then 2 Skarner games recently. So he's gonna have to pull something out of the bag here to shock the other team. I think we might probably see the Sylas from him. That's what I'd expect. That's a very good fives jungler.
As we jump into champion select, we see the Katarina and the LeBlanc instantly banned away. The Ashe and the Samira instantly banned away. The one tricks are all gone.
Yeah, there we go. The Ashe ban we were talking about, and then the Cat LeBlanc bans Samira, and they will respect the talent, leaving Set open for Wuju style, and they go with Ambessa, which is a pretty good matchup into Set, actually.
Not usually what you expect to see in a first pick. It is quite a bit of a power pick jungler and or top laner, but these kind of areas is where you expect to see something like the Xin. Neither team really wanting it here. Yunara, very strong AD
We could
carry.
definitely see a Xin on free here with that bot lane. Not willing to give away the game too early.
Kind of funny, Ambessa the Noxian being picked by Wuju style, and Yunara the Ionian being picked by Order of Guile.
Yeah, liking a little bit of role reversal here, guys. What jungler? Could be a Skarner. Gonna go with Leona. I mean, I'm gonna assume it's an ADC pick here. with Samira out the equation, we could see something like a Nyla, but it's probably too early for that. So we could also see jungle here. Go with Kai'Sa.
Kai'Sa. Very much of a pick
Another
comp
sort of
being set
divey
up.
ADC.
Mm-hmm. Paired really well with the Mbessa and the Leona. I think that Wuju Style might be looking for an Ahri as their next champion if they're allowed. The blind Renekton being picked, even though they have counter pick available.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to assume that they were probably scared that Top was going to get banned out here, and he was like, guys, if they take Set and Renekton, I'm a bit homeless. So we just went with comfort, gave him a good pick. It's good into Ambessa. Well, I say good. He doesn't lose, right? So they can be comfortable there. I'm really curious about what Team Time's planning in the jungle. I think he's going to have something cooked up here.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, the Mbessa can always be thrown into the jungle on the side of Wuju Style as well. And Renekton now...
Not that he's played a single game of it this entire season.
You never know.
They're probably
People always
hoping
have their secret picks.
Yeah. It's true, but you know they're probably hoping, God, please let this guy go. Got Mbessa jungle.
There's the Skarner being banned away that we spoke of.
Strong pick again, you know. Good to deny strong picks rather than leaving him through thinking you've got a counter. Honestly, if I'm Noxus here, I'm just locking Fiddle.
The Ahri is still left open. Wuju Style probably really looking to pick that one up. They have Mbessa, Leona, Kai'Sa.
They're gonna last pick mid lane. Holy moly. I think Mismatch might have got in their heads here.
I'm so thinking there's going to be an Ahri here. I just don't know what else.
I'm going to see Veigar here from Wuju. Ahri, Mismatch Ahri. Oh my goodness. You're in for a treat, folks at home. Keep your eyes closed if you want to eat your food.
This is the pick comp of all pick comps, though. Maybe Mismatch has been practicing in secret. He might surprise you.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll be looking out for some magic. We'll be looking out for a miracle.
Can he land the charms?
And last pick Sion. And that is indeed Mbessa jungle. Not a fan of Lissandra. The problem with Lissandra here, I think, is now they can't ever leave LeBlanc open because that's their list counter pick. Out of the equation now. It's fine into Ahri, but you should lose lane. If he's better, he'll win it. But I'm just seeing a kind of low damage comp. I think without Yunara, they're not going to get through Sion. If Yunara ever gets picked, Pantheon, Renekton, and Lissandra are not going to kill Sion before we all die.
Yeah. And the Mbessa was flex jungle, like I said. You know, maybe Order of Guile is saying, heck yeah, we're happy. This guy has no games of Mbessa on his account. We don't expect much out of it. But,
a hard champ.
It is a very hard champ. So actually, if you're trying to clear efficiently on it, it is. I've practiced it so many times. Faker himself said he practiced the clear 1,000 times before he got good at it. So we'll have to see if he's able to pull it off.
Yeah, I think they're going to struggle, to be honest. I think this is going to be a hard Mbessa game to play. They've got so much peel. Lissandra, Renekton, Pantheon, Lulu, and Yunara herself. You know, playing Mbessa here is sketchy at best.
Yeah,
but you know,
she's really
she shouldn't ever be the initial engage. Wow. Yeah, we have a quick look at you guys in the chat. Everyone's voting for Ionia. No one believes in Noxus here. Now, my personal prediction for this whole series is a 2-1 to Noxus. This game specifically, after looking at the draft, I'm definitely giving the edge to Noxus for this game 1.
Yeah. It's definitely...
Did you want to share your overall prediction, Spencer?
I think I agree with you that I expect it to be a 2-1 to Noxus, just because they've had more practice together. They've been playing, you know, for a bit longer as a team. However, Don't want to count out Ionia. They have a very powerful comp if they're able to play it, but it is so much harder to execute, in my opinion, than Noxus's comp. And Bessa will have a hard time playing. If you dive too hard, too fast, too deep, it can be just a bit too much. You know, there's so much point and click CC and disengagement tools on the side of Noxus that you might get into trouble with that one. But like you were saying, if the Sion can get going, who's gonna stop them? They don't have the best DPS, especially if they take out the Yunara, to actually be able to deal with them.
Yeah, I mean, Leona as well, kind of a sleeper as a tank pick. You really need a lot of damage to kill that champ, especially if you build something like Protoplasm. But yeah, again, taking out the Yunara is going to be no easy feat. You know, it's going to be on Organics making some sort of mistake, really, rather than being able to efficiently take him out. But if we do look at the picks, you know, it's not impossible to CC chain Renekton, Lysandra, or Pantheon. You know, with the Charm, the Leona stun, the Ambessa suppress, they actually probably can pick out any single member of Noxus, but it's got to be a perfect layer. You know, Sion ult into full combo, and pretty much anyone's going to disappear. But they mess up that chain. Renekton can ult, Pantheon can E, Lulu can ult whoever the target is, and she'll definitely be building a Mikhail's. So I've got to say, Ionia kind of only has gameplay if they get ahead enough to one-shot someone. And Noxus has Renekton Pantheon early game. So if they do get ahead, it's nothing to do with draft. Ionia was just fated to win this one.
I gotta say though, I am a little surprised that you like Noxus so much, considering it has your least favorite jungler in the entire planet in terms of champion. You've been very outspoken about how much you dislike Pantheon jungle.
Yeah, I hate Pantheon jungle. I think he's a great champion. I think he belongs in support, top and mid lane. As a jungler, there's just so many better options. However, in this specific situation, why Ionia's win condition is to dive and get ahead. Pantheon is great into pick. He can't really be picked himself as long as he has E-op and gets a second to press it. He's going to build Sundered Sky. He's going to be tanky. Can lock down members, protect his team. It's a good pick in the draft.
We're
going to get into game.
Send a Wukong in this situation.
I like Wukong too, but I think Pantheon dicks Ambessa.
Yeah, that's true. Point and click CC is very good.
Yeah, if he ever counter ganks on Ambessa, she's gonna cry. Honestly, so their angle of kind of finding a lead somewhere and having enough damage to one-shot someone, if Pantheon's there, there's going to be no lead generated.
So Pantheon did start with a potion. Do you think he might be looking to invade at level 2 or 3?
Oh wow. We got a fight instantly with bot lane. Cleanse goes down. Exhaust down on Gynax. He's putting the damage down, but nearly on the tower. Leona stun Gynax going in, flashes away. And that's going to have to be no sums on Yunara there. No sums on Leona.
Well, that's you got to say that's a positive trade for the side of Wuju style. They're very happy to get those summoners out.
But it's an absolutely huge win. He's got to be so careful now. Leona luckily doesn't have flash, but as soon as she hits level 2, if she ever hits E, she's dead. And then W hits is crucial. Yeah.
Looking very
in the
scary.
top lane, we see Sion getting pushed in, but probably going to be able to pick up the farm. This bot lane's a nightmare right now for Noxus. This is horrible. Pantheon can't even bail him out. He's on the opposite side of the map. And Bessa's even coming as well, so we can't even really gank. You got to wonder how much CS he's going to go down already. He's on 4 CS right now. Not looking like he's going to get much more.
He's got no potions as well. Has to be so careful. Any slight misstep can be completely punishing.
Pantheon has skipped his entire bot side to come for this gank. And Ampharos has took a lot of Lulu poke. Leona under tower. Gonna get the kill. But that's a double kill for the side of Noxus there. Crazy path from Pantheon, realizing his bot lane's in danger, skipping his camps.
Very smart call, though. Honestly, if you want to go clear for clear against Ambessa, you just don't do it on Pantheon. So I am actually very happy that he skipped his camps and went straight to the bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you can't actually be punished for it. A lot of the time, when you free camp into gank, you're ganking the same side. He free camped into ganking the opposite side. He's completely safe in his jungle. Great call.
And because he got the double kill, he's going to be able to get the uncontested bot scuttle, which is usually very dangerous if you're level 3 and your opponent's level 4. But it just doesn't matter in this situation.
Yeah, and Bessa having to run away to the opposite side scuttle, kind of homeless. Big wave pushing in on bot, and there can be no jungle interference really for at least the next minute and a half.
Mbessa will be ahead on clear, however, as she was able to cycle her full jungle. But it looks like Pantheon doesn't care. He's just going straight back down to the bot lane.
He knows his win condition. If Yunara gets ahead, this team is on fire. He's going to go for it. Oh, Leona ease in. And
he is
Gambit
so
pays
ready.
off. No barrier. Leona slowed. And down she goes.
Kill over to Yunara.
Yeah, they're going to crash this wave in. And Bessa's going to go for a free camp into... She's literally gone straight to top lane to go invade the camps. And Renekton's guarding them. So she's going to have to just go for the Raptors. Oh, there's a dive. Stun. There's the flash down.
Pantheon will fall.
And he's going to go down for it. But Kai'Sa
okay.
is so far behind now.
It is a shutdown for Kai'Sa, however, so it's not nothing.
Yeah, but the XP from that wave is going to be critical.
Mbessa was able to pick up those Raptors and is going over to the Krugs now. Pantheon, however, is about to be there. Mbessa has to be careful. She might be overstaying.
He's going to mince her. If Pantheon gets there, it's not looking good. Oh, he's found her.
Can
They're trying
Gallant
to collapse.
come up and punish the Mbessa? No, he's just a bit too low. If he shows up, he's in trouble. She flashes forward, finds the E-slow,
great
and
flash
gets
forward
him down.
That's an excellent kill onto the Renekton when the Mbessa seem to have been caught. Now he's stuck in a 2v1. Might have the damage, but it's close. The damage coming in. Half HP. 1/3 HP. There's a TP. Pantheon gets the stun. Down goes Sion. He's in passive mode. Mbessa's looking for the kill. He's going low. One more auto.
Can she find it? No, but...
Oh! And she takes tower aggro just before she can get the damage off. Pantheon goes low, gets the triumph, lives, and he's a 4-1 Pantheon now. And he's only down a camp.
Honestly, things are going from bad to worse for the side of Wuju's style.
Sion has dealt a crazy amount of damage, Renekton. Healing a lot of it up. Great sustain. Kind of a nothing lane. CS is dead even here. Trades like that up in the top lane don't really matter. The focus here is going to be in the spot lane now. We see about, what is that, 6 CS up on Yunara, only 300 gold. And it looks like there's a fight over the bot crab. Ari being zoned away. And Callan's taking some pretty bad trades here. And he doesn't even get the ult off, he just dies. That's a solo kill for Vray.
And the ult went on cooldown.
That's a hard one to watch. I was wondering why that was staying on our screen for so long. And then I just saw the trades get worse and worse. And Callan get lower and lower, and down he went.
Yeah, it started out as a positive trade for the Renekton, and then just misplayed it, it looks like.
Yeah, well played to Vray there. His team was looking kind of down, and that's shrunk the gold lead a little bit. And he's one of the champs on his team, but needs to be ahead enough to walk forward and be that front line for his team.
It looks like a dive might be getting set up down in the bot lane. No, instead they choose to go for the dragon. Pantheon is level 6, however. Will he be looking to use that at the dragon? I don't think so. He'll be just too late.
A little bit too late. They might go for the fight after the Drake, though. Looks like they're going for the fight on exit. Pantheon's ulted in.
Leona has missed her abilities. Pantheon's here. Flashes away. Pantheon finds the root, or the stun, sorry. And Leona is left to the wolves.
There is
She
Leo.
goes down.
And that's probably the red buff gone for Ambessa here. I'm going to feel... Oh, they're going for Ari instead, but she has ult. Flash
great
route
flash
into the
W
stun,
into the
into the
ult.
other stun. And she is going to get out. I don't think they layered that CC as well as they could have. And they let her go free. Yeah, 1.4 up, back for Noxus after that lovely pick on Leona. Got to deny Ambessa a bit of space in her bot side. She felt like she couldn't go for the red. But they're going to get the grubs here too, so 2 objectives going down for Team Ionia right now.
Ionia is finding their way back into the game after...
And they're going for a 2v3 here. Gallant's so low. Pantheon doesn't have the damage. Flashes forwards, and Ambessa gets the suppress. Pantheon unable to do anything there, as we got chained with the Scion ult. That's going to be a 2 for 0. Interesting to go for the 2 for 3 there, don't you think?
Very much so. You know, I was taught basic math when it comes to these kind of fights. And if you have less members, don't go for the fight.
Especially after the objective was already down, you know? That gold lead shrinks down to a measly 500 gold. It's pretty much all on the Shinara. So what are we thinking on one item here? For straight fight in 2 minutes 40, everyone's going to be on their first item. Who are you looking for the stronger 5v5 or 4v4 as it were?
Right now, honestly, after these last few fights, I'm favoring the side of Wuju style. I think they have a bit more going on. As much as I'd like to say that they can make use of the Pantheon, he's quite a bit behind now. He has kills, and he's got his gold, but his experience is just not there, I think. He's 1 level down on the enemy jungler, and I'm not sure he'll be able to walk up and get away scot-free with the likes of Leona keeping him stunned up.
Yeah, I agree, but it's also possible for either team to misplay and waste spells and let someone run free, right? It can be said for Kai'Sa on Wuju. If she goes completely unchecked, she could run a fight on this Kraken Slayer. And then Pantheon as well, if Leona tries to use all her CC on Lissandra, who then ults herself, the Pantheon could just do what he's doing here, which is just freely 3rd HP Ari. And with any support, that would have been a kill. So
Mismatch,
he's got a lot of damage in the bag here.
The wrong side of a Pantheon spear to the face there.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming through on this Pantheon. As soon as he gets 2 items, he's going to be scary.
I'm waiting to see where the next big play happens. Pantheon is waiting, looming. Lissandra's coming down. This is about to become a 4v2, but they're not ready for
double stun. Bez for cleanse. Yanara ult pointing down so much damage. Lulu knock up with the wild growth. Plus for the interim, yeah. And they're going for it. There's the flash. Kai'Sa slowed. She ults back into tower range, but the Lissandra ult will keep her in the frozen tomb. And there's her burial site under the tower.
As Ambessa walks around a bit aimlessly, getting just a scuttle crab now in the top lane.
Yeah,
however,
she'll be able to win those raptors if she walks in.
Ambessa maybe fancies a dive up in the top lane.
He does have Sunfire, so he can't really walk under tower without taking too much damage. But 2 levels up, 1k gold up. We're seeing a bit of a chasm up in this top lane. Starting to form, eh?
Absolutely. Renekton did opt in for the Black Cleaver first item to try and be able to do some damage, but I don't think that's enough.
It's going to give him some survivability, and the Scion is absolutely stacking armor here, so when Pantheon gets in with his pen and the Black Cleaver pen, they should actually be able to put some real damage down onto him.
However, the Dragoness spawned. I don't think Pantheon's going to be paying much attention to the top lane for a while now.
Yeah. The vision control from Noxus here is a little disappointing. I'm feeling from Paper Knight here. They're kind of completely warded. They haven't swept anything. There's no control wards. There's one in the tri-bush, but that's not doing anything for anyone.
As the dragon is started, both top laners aiming to come down.
Sion's gonna ult in.
As the fight starts,
Leona goes down as Pantheon.
wide.
There's a polymorph. Oh my god.
Lissandra's first to move. Kaisa goes down.
And Bessa's stuck in the pit. She's gonna have to flash out here. She gets for Drake. She flashes out. And that's 1 kill for Drake. Not too bad, honestly, for Wuju.
But
Gallant going low. Pantheon with the Skyfall. Mismatch getting stunned, going low.
Oh no!
Frozen Tomb kills him. And Bessa, rooted in the thick of it, goes down to Pantheon as well. And there's Sion down as well. Leona stunning up Gallant, hoping to let the Sion passive get a kill. Unfortunately, she just goes down as well. And that is 5 kills then for Noxus. From what was a good, 1 kill in Drake exit. They find that good catch in the mid lane and into 5.
It looked like it started as a misstep from Mismatch, but it quickly turned into a 1-by-1-by-1 scenario from the side of the Wuju style team, and Nox is able to clean house.
Yeah, well played to Noxus. 5k gold lead right now. Massive Pantheon, massive Yunara. They're going to try and extend this lead. Now, what do you think Wuju has to do to come back into this game now? Because you've got to say that they're pretty far behind right now.
They need to start using their pick comp. They need to find someone that's just not in the right place, a little bit too far to one side, and get that layer of CC going to take somebody down. We can't keep having these head-on fights.
Do you think this person could be Renekton maybe? They might change their focus up to the top side. Since he is still down on Sion. He can be chained. We saw him, try and use ult, but the CC chain was too much and he just died before it could go off. It can definitely happen with a Leona and an Ambessa here too.
Yeah, if I'm Wuju style right now, I'm thinking I want to play away from the Yunara, away from the Pantheon, and find somebody else. As they start the Herald, Herald does deal quite a bit of damage. Pantheon jumps in, gets the stun onto the Ambessa.
Ambessa taking so much damage from that Q. There's a whole team fight going on. It's not looking good.
But the Herald's still just beating down.
Sion ult wasted. Tries to flash away. The Wild Growth knocking up the Sion before he can use that Blast Cone. And that is 1 kill and Herald over to Noxus, extending the lead and putting the Renekton.
Mismatch went down randomly to the Yunara.
Oh, he got caught in the bot bush just off camera, I believe, by this Lissandra Frozen Tomb. In a way, it is kind of 2 pick comps playing into each other. There is so much single target on the Noxus side that... The Solar Eclipse go down as Pantheon, stun the tower. He's going to die to the tower there. Great CC chain on the Pantheon, tries to use the Z to survive, but those turret shots building on him while he was in the invulnerability, and that last shot just finishes him off.
Much needed respite for the team of Wuju style.
Yeah, great awareness to work out he's in tower range, he's going to take aggro here, throw down the CC, and let's try and get back in this game, and they get a great pick at a really important time. Yeah, like we said, first item, Mikhail's on Lulu here to kind of deny this pick comp where possible.
Makes a lot of sense. Wuju style still has those grubs. Maybe they can find a way for Sion to make use of them and just start tearing down towers.
Yeah, I think he's already going to get this top tower here. Lissandra looks a bit slow to the wave, and he does have Demolish, so that's going to be a tower up to Sion in the top lane.
I am a little sad that Sion went for the Sunfire. I wish he had gone for Unending Despair. Sunfire tends to be quite a poor item these days.
Yeah, it does definitely help with pushing the wave, and Sion gets a lot of value with the health bonus health damage that Sunfire gives, considering he gets 1 billion bonus health.
Yeah.
Look at that damage from Sion. I'd say he's really kept Wuju in this game.
Yeah, he is definitely the champion to watch out for on the side of Wuju.
Yanara's closing in on 3 items here. That's gotta be scary for Team Wuju here. And Renekton looks like he's been caught up shit creek without a paddle here. Pops the ult. There's the Sion Q. The ult's going to come down soon into the suppress. And he double E's away, and they can't get the kill. It might be tower, though.
I think it was a bit of a poor job of layering their CC there.
Yeah,
I think Sion ult was used at the same time as the public execution.
Yeah, I agree. And they're going to lose Drake for it.
Yeah, they got the Renekton to go away and got 2 plates, but the cost of a dragon?
They tried to take Pantheon's topside, but his whole team came to protect him, and Ambessa's a little homeless.
However, Ambessa's 39 CS ahead of Pantheon.
She's also down 2.1k gold.
I
So
wonder how that translates to experience in terms of the 2 champions. Almost a full
they're
level ahead.
extremely close. It's about half a level towards the Ambessa here. For lead not getting too far away, but surprising to see Renekton ahead in XP of Sion there. Right. Baron is spawning in 5 seconds here. Do you think any team's going to look for an early one?
I don't think so. I don't think either team has the full ability to do that just yet. While Wuju Style is behind, they're not that far behind where the Noxians can just force it.
There's a lot of pressure in mid lane here. Leona's without wards. There could be a pick here. Ambessa stepping up pretty far, but not getting caught.
As Mismatch needs to be careful.
Instantly burns his ult. They can turn to the Baron here. They've denied all the vision. They've pushed in their mid wave.
The Chemtech plants really showing
And
why they're...
Callan's going for a proxy here. They're going to shove in one more mid wave. They completely denying vision from blue side here. And they're going to have to walk in.
There is a blue ward available from Kaisa, however.
They're going for the pick first. They don't want to risk it.
Yep. Blue ward spots the Baron.
Sion
It's not been started.
looking
so
for
they're
the
happy
ult.
to wait.
They're aware Sion's looking for it. This could be a disaster. Bessa's slowed down so much. Flashes away. Still gets stunned. Flash stun from Lissandra.
That should be Baron.
This comp is just crazy, you know, getting slowed from max range by this Yunara W into a Lulu slow, and then you've got, you know, the rest of the pick from Pantheon and Lissandra. They're going to get test for Baron here, but they're going to try. So much damage down. Here comes Renekton. They're going for the engage. Renekton's so low. Sion ult disrupting everyone. Solar Flare goes down. Insta cleanse. Knocked up by Sion Q. Cleansed again, but Kai'Sa ults in. Too much damage coming down from this Kai'Sa.
Wow. Quadra kill
for Kai'Sa.
Oh, as this was just a Dignitas Baron throw, if I'm honest with you. What happened there? Noxus looked in control, looked like they had everything going. They peel off the Baron to go for this fight, and it just goes awry. Mismatch found the Lissandra on the side, chunked her out, took her completely out of the fight.
Yeah, I have no clue how Mismatch died in that 1v1 after putting Lissandra to 400 HP. That blows my mind. He had Malignance and Shadow Flame.
But it looks like it was enough. Somehow, Wuju Style able to find the correct fight. and take the Baron for themselves in what looked like a for sure Baron for the Noxian side.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, or like we were saying, this Scion is absolutely huge. He has Sunfire and Unending Despair here. He's doubled up, building a Jack show now. He is so all in to armor items, realizing that Lissandra does not have enough magic damage for him to even care. He's really healthy. He's going to be kind of unkillable here, honestly. Oh, TP's into the middle of the wave. Oh, Zhonya's. There's a dry ult onto the on Yanara. So much damage come down onto Renekton in the middle of a team fight. Scion under the tower. Yanara dashing backwards. Scion's going to live here. Pantheon G8.
Scion is just so tanky. It just doesn't matter. You know, he was
they're diving in. Kai'Sa in the backline. Down goes Yanara. Down goes Lulu. Pantheon picking up the kill, but going to get CC'd up on the tower and die to Ahri. That is 5 kills over to Ionia. And this Scion is too much of a problem.
It's exactly what you were saying at the beginning of this, during the draft, that Scion, without Yunara, is completely unkillable. And even with Yunara there, it's close. He was taking 4 members for about 10 seconds, and it just didn't matter.
Yeah, Gallant trying to do the same thing, disrupting everyone, but Scion is a way better disruptor, Yeah, and that's 1k up to Team Ionia. Do you think Noxus outscales? What's the game plan now that they've lost this 6k lead that they had?
Especially after this Chemtech going over to the side of Ionia. That's 3 dragons. They're on sole point.
They're going for the fight. Here's Pantheon ult. Looking for Ambessa. She's going to get stunned up. W in. There's the Scion ult. There's the Scion Q. Ambessa's still going down through all the CC. Mismatch having to ult and blast going out. But Sion's in the middle of 5 members. Can he take the damage? He's going solo. Going to get the Q knock up. Get as many grasp sets as possible.
This is what Noxus needed. They were able to get the shutdowns. Gold is bang on
TP
even
in on Kai'Sa.
Again.
Frozen Tomb not available. Kai'Sa ulting on, trying to get a one-shot here. Lissandra.
Nox
Gonna go down with that W hit! Snipe from Ampharos.
From downtown.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with the Frozen Tomb. Leona going in, it's a 4v3. Yanara, Solar Flare, not gonna hit. Kai'Sa kind of struggling to hit here. Yanara goes forward, gets hit by the Chomp, gets hit by the Leona, full combo. Kai'Sa putting down damage. Pantheon can't do anything, goes down too. Lulu caught by Leona, going down as well. Gallant's going to run away with his tail between his legs.
What started as a positive play for the Order of Guile, looked like a misstep from the opponent, turned into a complete comedy of errors. Back onto the other side.
And Gallant's caught too.
And Gallant also caught, just to put a bit of extra, on top. Oh no. Wuju style now 3.5k in the lead.
Scion ult in for this tower here. The whole Noxus team, bar Gallant, is up. They're going to be looking for this Chemtech Soul Point Drake to contest Wuju style on. Wow, a lot of CC going towards Pantheon there, all goes wide.
Yeah. Neither team really needs to do anything right now, as the Drake is the big fight. Wuju style happy to take the resets, get off the map.
You can feel the tension in the air here. Complete reset for Ionia. They're going to spend that gold. And this Kai'Sa's
Dragon coming up.
Massive, by the way.
Apart from each other. Yeah, she's huge. Absolutely huge.
5 items. Yanara conversely on 3. That is a big, big, big damage gap.
Mismatch.
Ahri
fishing
ults forwards,
with the
misses the charm.
Does, however, find quite a bit of damage onto the Lulu, but Lulu should be able to just reset. Baron still about a minute away from spawning.
Oh, and he's caught. Solar Flare comes down. Visceral.
Oh no.
Going super low. Wild Growth. Kai'Sa in the middle of everyone. Kills Yanara. Down goes Nox. And they could
This
look for
might
an
be all
end
she
here.
wrote.
Leona flashing over the wall. Mismatch coming forwards onto Pantheon. Down goes Pantheon. Paper Knight running for his life. Gonna dodge for
Reactor TPing
Leona.
back.
They're gonna try and stop the end, but it's 5v2. 20 seconds left on their carry. Can they clear the wave in time? Not looking likely.
Gallant taking so much damage.
and
Silence here to
also-
take the towers for days. It just doesn't matter. This is going to be game number 1 going over to the side of Wuju style.
Yeah, we didn't expect it, but you know, this top lane, this Scion made stuff happen, created these
What a monster.
gold
What
swing,
a monster.
and then we saw Ampharos taking it away on the Kai'Sa, getting some amazing team fights to put his team in a position to destroy enemy Nexus and take game 1.
And is this going to be the one game that Ionia wins in this, like we were saying, 2-1? Or will they put the clamp down on the Noxians and take the series? Let's find out on this next game, guys. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you then.
Hello. What is up?
Welcome back, guys.
For those
Right.
that missed game one, this is me, Z Money, Z Maestro, with my co-host Pensive, MTG, card game extraordinaire, middle bracket, jungle, menace in the mini LCS in-house queue.
Thank you very much. What kind words.
John, talk me through
from
that
Z-Money
game one.
himself. So, game one is, well, it started out how we were expecting, with Yunara getting a lead, Yunara starting to get strong, things going their way. But then, Sion took over. Sion became an unkillable monster. We said that he's the one to watch out for on the side of Wuju style, that he's the one that if he gets too far ahead, you can't really stop him with the champions you've picked. Lissandra, Renekton, Pantheon just don't deal enough damage. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, he got to build full armor because that Lissandra did not even try and touch him. Something we maybe overlooked, having, Pantheon, Renekton, Yunara, even with the AP damage Yunara does. Not enough to get through a tank that's gonna stack armor into you, apparently. And as we get into the second draft, we're seeing the same kind of thing with a LeBlanc ban, a Talon ban, a Samira ban, all the one tricks from Ionia gone. And
we see here
Katarina on
that
the
Order
other
of
side.
Guile, they are on the blue side, but they have the last pick, so they'll be able to counterpick either top or support or mid lane if they so wish.
First pick, Cho'Gath Flax. You got to imagine that can go to top jungle or mid here.
You're telling me we might get mismatched Cho'Gath?
We just might.
The man, the myth, the legend himself. Do you think he'll be able to manage having enough mana this time around?
Nah, probably not. I was looking around that game to see what was going on and where the players were, and for the life of me, I just couldn't find Mismatch. I think he went missing. We might find him like Waldo in this game too. Now we see a Sivir Karma pick, super strong lane, nice pair into just slam and take it from there. Great into Cho'Gath, a comp that can really kite him out. Ooh! A classic Sivir counter pick here with a Vayne. You don't want to leave those two in the lane together.
I am dying to see Skarner being picked on the side of Order of Guile here. With Sivir and Karma, that sounds fantastic.
It's harsh into Cho'Gath and Vayne though, a lot of max HP damage. And a Rakan to pair. Personally, I'd love a Talia here. Don't know if Nox or T-Tam can pilot it, but I think into Vayne, Rakan, Cho'Gath, Talia has so much zone control, can deny engage, can create space for Sivir in these team fights. But other junglers like Xin Zhao are available. Sylas, always a good pick into Cho'Gath. Probably in the mid lane here, but could definitely be a flex jungle.
And does have the power of Rakan ult as well, which is surprisingly strong on Sylas.
Yeah, I mean, the move speed on Sylas with Sivir ult, Rakan ult, he's going to be a monster diving straight into that team with his high burst damage. Exactly the kind of pick that I'd kind of want into Cho'Gath and Vayne, denying a lot of the max HP damage with having good sustain but a low max HP pool, going to reduce their effectiveness. Now, what do you think both comps need here to sort of thrive? What rounds out?
I want
both
harder
teams?
engage from Order of Guile. They need something that has that big go button with the move.
Xin Zhao ban, great ban, I think. Kind of messes with their team a lot here.
Makes a lot of sense. And then what does Wuju style want? They have Rakan for engage. They need something to kind of follow up on him.
I think they want
Cho'Gath
an
does an
Orianna
okay
here.
job.
I think they want to shift for Cho'Gath and drop an Orianna. Unfortunately, Mismatch has never played a game of it in his entire life, so it's going to be tough. But the alternative here is, it's going to be hard to front to back into Sivir with a Vayne, but it's not impossible. I'm not sure if they really want to pick another tank here.
I don't think so. I think it'd be too little damage if Wuju style picks that.
Mismatch champ pool is getting pinched. Viscana's gone.
Set.
And the set blind pick to keep the Silas Flicks alive.
Set into Vayne. I'm not a big fan, but I don't know how the set matchup goes into Cho'Gath.
I think if they shift the Vayne into top lane here, this could be something really, really strong.
Could be a devastating swap for them, yeah, for sure.
And Nars another great pick, you know, set struggling into anyone but can kind of slow him down. He's in that sort of juggernaut class where he can run at you, and if he gets his hands on you, you're in trouble. But
looks like
keep
this
him far
Cho'Gath's
enough
gonna
away.
be
And
mid.
he's a bit toothless.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah, we always expect him with Cho'Gath mid. Mismatch champ pool's kind of non-existent. So Cho'Gath the only kind of pick available here, besides possibly Aurora. But they're going to go for the Theory. And I actually really like it. They've got Rakan with Gnar engaged, Cho'Gath to long range follow up, and the Theory to get anyone that gets slow enough. And Vayne, she can play her own game. She's like Ezreal in a sense of she doesn't really need peel.
Irelia locked in. Nox taking
Nox
that one for himself,
Irelia
I
into
assume.
Cho'Gath. I mean, I think this is unplayable for Cho'Gath, to be honest. He's probably used to playing against control mages that they kind of struggle. Irelia's going to tear him a new one if he's not careful and gets hit by too many stuns.
Silas in the jungle as well.
Yeah, it
Honestly,
really could have
Silas
gone anywhere.
Has some powerful ultimates here. Able to use the Mega Gnar ultimate as and when he wants.
It's going to be crazy.
That's very scary.
I'm really surprised they didn't decide to go for Silas into Cho'Gath. It's a really classic lane where you steal Cho'Gath off cooldown to get the passive stacks and make yourself just an absolute monster. Not that Silas is lacking ults here, but
wow.
I think
the
there's
side
a really
of Nox
strong jungle
so
pick that
strong.
can go here.
Set has a prime target in Cho'Gath to use his ultimate on and, deal a bajillion damage.
Yeah, I mean, if Mega Gnar tries to jump in for his ult and he gets set ulted, that is their engage gone. Rakan goes in, set ulted. All of their primary engage, if they don't combo it, Set can just slam on their head, press E. If you try and burst him, he presses W, and that follow-up is nothing to joke of from the Silas and Irelia.
This is a very scary front line from the side of Nox, I think. However, we can't count the Ionians out. We were thinking similar things last game, that Nox seemed to have Noxus seemed to have the stronger composition, but Sion, did what Sion does. And in this game, Gnar could absolutely demolish the lane. Set is not going to have a lot of fun.
So for me, the lanes to watch here, I think in bot lane, this lane is going to be really Sivir favoured before Vayne gets any items. I think Rakan is never going to get an engage on Sivir with Spell Shield. He has one spell that she needs to watch out for, and Vayne has 0. So that knockup's never landing. If he ever goes in wrong, Karma can just speed herself up and root either Vayne or Rakan, and Sivir's got so much damage in that Q early game. In the mid lane, we see this Irelia and Cho'Gath matchup. Not looking good for Cho'Gath. As soon as Irelia gets Bork, that lane is over. And then this top lane Set Gnar matchup. Gnar favoured, and I'd say he's the one that really brought his team back into the game last game. So I'd say this game for Wuju is going to rest upon this Gnar's shoulders. I don't know what your analysis of this draft is.
Is there any chance that Irelia and Set swap lanes, where Irelia goes top and Set goes mid into the Cho'Gath? Because Irelia kind of dumpsters Gnar. And it would be an interesting way for them to flex it.
That would have been a great decision. I I don't think Gallant plays Irelia at all. I think just in terms of what the players can pilot, I think putting Gallant on set is going to be a better choice for the game, because when you get to those techie team fights, you've not played much of a champion, you can make game-losing mistakes. Oh, I think we're about to jump into game.
Here we are. Wait.
Let's see what happens
set
level
mid
1.
lane? The set is mid lane.
The set is mid lane.
I was right.
Yeah, I think it's a good choice, but if he's not comfortable
Can
on
they
set,
pilot
this could turn out badly.
Yeah, it all comes down to, can they pilot it?
We said the same thing about the Mbessa last game. Can this guy play Mbessa? He's not played much Mbessa. I'd say his Mbessa didn't look very good. His Mbessa looked a bit shaky. His team kind of carried him through that tough Mbessa game where Pantheon got mega far ahead. This time, probably on a more comfortable champion, as a Talon main, you can probably play Neferi. I think having an amazing AD carry on Bane is going to be really important for them.
Sivir, interestingly, has Exhaust.
Barrier overrated, apparently.
Vayne already forced to pop her potion.
Yeah, any Karma lane's in a tough lane to play.
Both junglers opting for the red smite this game.
Yeah, we see both sides clearing down towards the bot side here to try and make a big difference.
I would expect Neferi to be just a bit faster than the Sylas.
Yeah, definitely. I think Silas early clear, nothing to rave about. I'm gonna be honest. This match is kind of winning this mid lane right now.
It is always deceptive though. Set does have that huge regen when he gets lower and lower in life.
Yeah, but he's half HP and he's looking untouched. Cho'Gath has a lot of sustain as well,
It'll come down to how he manages his mana, I think.
The Vayne lane is going to get a crash for Scuttle. This might be... Oh! It's a fight in the mid. He's going super low.
Being aggressive. Yeah.
And he dings 4.
Good trade overall.
Yeah, I mean, Cho'Gath with that Hail of Blades is going to have kill potential as soon as he hits 6 here.
Finds the Q.
Getting really good Q poke.
Good ruptures.
Silas going for a cheeky recall into top crab. A lot better than a lot of junglers that will just path straight there. Means that if Neferi dares to go for this, can contest on that top crab and look for a kill.
Smart choice. He knows that his bot lane doesn't have full control of the wave. He knows that Set is on the losing end of the mid lane trades right now. So I like that choice from the Sylas.
Yeah, Neferi realizing
so much smoke.
Yeah, I don't think he's experienced in the set. I think it's the correct game decision. He probably thinks Set's an easy champion. Oh, there's a gank in the top lane.
Ooh,
Not
flash blown from
the
the
chains.
Knocks on 1 HP.
Yeah, going so low. If Mismatch had a pair of balls, he might have gone for that. Oh, Paper Knight taking big damage here. Goes for the Mantra stun. Neferi in the bot lane, going to be looking to get some damage down. He's still not reset. All his topside camps are up. He's run mid, got nothing. Run bot, got nothing. Finally going for resets.
Honestly, if I'm Sylas here, I'm running straight to the Raptors. Like,
his back got cancelled. Oh, wow.
Oh, but no communication comes through. Sylas decides to continue to his own camps. This should have been an easy Raptors for Sylas.
I think Sylas can still go into the bot side, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Paper Knight might go down here.
And them.
The exhaust coming down.
The exhaust comes
Ampharos
through.
rolling forwards, going to flash forwards. Taking the tower shot
the
barrier.
tower shot coming through.
Flash auto. Big misstep from Ampharos there, taking that tower shot. And that's going to be a kill over to Sivert. He's going to push this wave in under the tower. And luckily it's a cannon wave, so the Vane's not going to miss much.
The entire
Silas
squad came to go
went
take
for
the
the
Raptors.
Raptors. He got them.
Wow. Yeah, he had his mid laner and his top laner there as well.
Wow. Looking for a
Went
gank
from
in the mid lane
his
here.
own Raptors to the Neferi's Raptors. Not what I was expecting.
Literally ganks under the tower. Mismatch getting low. The flash ult from Galen to put Mismatch deep under his tower is going to get the kill.
Amazing use of set ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, the least telegraphed flash ult I've ever seen. I mean, we said Cho'Gath was winning this matchup, but all it takes is one kill to swing it. This could be everything that Set needed to start running this mid lane. Irelia down CS in the top lane. You know, supposed to be one of the better matchups. You've got to ask, could both players have been put on a more comfortable champion here despite the better matchups?
Yeah. It really, it is good matchups. It's great for them, but they just...
Not looking proficient on these champions.
Yeah.
And there's a fight in the bot lane. Here's Silas and Neferi. It's a 3v3. Silas going in. Here's 6.
Go back in.
Takes
He
the
does have the
Neferi
ultimate.
ult. But here's Mismatch. Set in base with no TP. Flash away from Silas and nothing comes of it.
Good roam from Mismatch. Able to save his team on that one. Because Silas was level 6, Neferi was not. That could have ended sideways.
Neferi being forced to pull off the Drake here due to the fight in the bot lane. Mismatch is just sat waiting, hoping to help while Set gets prio. Oh, he might have a solo kill. Doesn't get the silence off. Drake's
However,
starting to take
Mismatch
some
is going
damage
to be
here.
dropping a full wave to come down to this dragon.
And it is only the first Drake. Neferi smited early to let Cho'Gath get his ult stack. Oh. Gnar
Here we see
taking some
why
big
Aurelia
damage here.
is so good into the Gnar, absolutely bonking the Gnar on the head.
And Vayne pops ult in that little engage.
Ultimate for ultimate.
Could Gallant look for an ult and ignite here? Doesn't get the stun.
He could have probably waited on his E there. I think he was just a little too quick.
Yeah, I see a lot of Irelia's E and then use the ult for the slow to guarantee the stun. Gallant opting not to do that. And he'll roam down to the grubs and give up control of his wave. See if it's worth it. He's looking for a kill here. Yeah, goes for it there.
Oh, he missed the stun, but it doesn't matter.
Nano flash. And a solo kill for Gallant.
Mismatch waiting in
Well,
the top lane on top of a ward.
That is 1.8k up for Team Noxus, getting the early lead that they were promised in draft. I think the lead that we maybe weren't expecting so much is this Sivir lane to be so far ahead.
Mismatch, not aware that he's on the ward, almost gets caught there.
Yeah, he's down so much CS and XP here. He's given it up on roams multiple times now. And put himself in a bit of a sticky situation. Cho'Gath hasn't recalled in a very long time, still sitting on the catalyst.
Yeah. He threw away the lead that he got from early on, honestly, by doing so much roaming. I understand it, but...
Yeah, I did get a little DM from Mr. Match before. Oh, wait. No, I thought we might find a catch. Unfortunately not. Yeah, I got a little DM from Mr. Match saying, I told my team I had oh, fighting the top lane. Nas got his rage. It's going to be an ult into the wall. Gallant half HP. He's just going to walk away. Yeah, I got a DM saying, He told his team he had Prio when they went for Drake, and he didn't. And then Lissandra went behind them and killed them all. So I think this game he's trying not to repeat the errors of his past, and he's trying to be there for his team. Fighters Drake and Void Grubs over to Team Ionia. Silas looking for a dive on Vayne. It's going to be difficult. She has everything. Vespa root.
Nowhere to
Vespa
be found.
condemn. Chained
Sauce
up.
comes through for
Going
good
low.
measure.
Tower is fully stacked. The whole team is here. Gonna go down, but Civ is charmed on the tower and she goes down to Rakan. Fights 3 deaths over and Nox gonna have to ghost away.
A very, very botched dive.
Oh, Vesviol. Gonna force set flash. Yeah, it's gonna be super hard to dive a Vayne there. She got a really good condemn on the Silas to stop the damage coming down on her. She used flash, barrier, her invisibility, everything to her advantage there. Aurelia ulting
Gallant
and
forced the
flashing
flash
away
away
from
from
Gnar there.
You know, Aurelia might be full build, but not enough.
Well, she doesn't quite have full build yet. He's looking for
the
it.
re-engage. Dropping a lot of minions to that tower. I'm not sure if this is worth it.
Oh, Civ is tanking a whole wave here. They're trying to punish that the Vayne's been left alone, but they're just not capable of it. She has condemned, she has roll. She's getting out of there every single time. Oh. Bit of a trade in the mid lane. Oh, Neferi's coming. Here comes Vayne. Goes for the condemn. Paper Knight flashing out. Sivir is so low here, and Rakan is going to take that kill.
The red buff finding the kill on the Sivir.
Yeah, double buffs Rakan, always scary. Karma going to run away to avoid giving up any more gold. Yeah, it was a bit of a shocker how much damage came out onto the Sivir there. Essence Reaver Vayne, nothing to laugh at. A lot of damage. They're sitting on the red buff. They're going to come behind here. Rakan getting the quickness and the grand entrance to CC up the team. There's also a Gnar TP in here. The fight's going really slow. Nox gets caught. T-Time getting caught by the Neferial. And he's deep under tower, but Neferi's going anyway. And he's going to get 2 kills onto Gnar for his TP.
What was looking so good for the side of Nox at the beginning has quickly turned around on them.
Yeah, as we've seen here, the gold is now dead even. Oh, here comes Irelia. Missing the stun,
Misses
not
the
getting the
stun.
mega CC chain. Akan's just gonna have to leave.
Oh, Nox is feeling the pressure here.
Not
the last
flash
hit-
Q, gonna miss, but the stun's all he needs. And that's 800 gold lead for Gnar in the top lane. Now, I'm no top lane expert. Don't believe Gnar should be ahead at 13 minutes in this lane.
Absolutely not. This is meant to be a very much of a nightmare matchup for Gnar.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick little checky check of Gallant's account for the last time he played Irelia.
I think the Noxians are feeling a bit of pressure here.
He's going for it. Not gonna have ult. Oh, he's gonna get the solo kill onto Silas. And there's a fight in the bottom team. They love fighting. These autos are killing Sivir. Narrow goes wide. Gallant going in. Stun doesn't quite hit. Autoing down Ignite. Taking down Manar. Can he take Neferi as well? Auto's coming
Now Fury
down.
in trouble here. If her dogs go to her,
Doing
that's actually really
forwards.
good.
Gallant with a little
Very.
display of talent of his own.
Yeah. Very scary there. The dogs could have absolutely made it a nightmare for Neferi, as I believe Irelia gets to Q the dogs and instantly kill them each time, resetting her Q. So it's a really rough one.
Gallant has played 16 Irelia games. It's his 3rd most played champ in ranked this season.
Okay.
He averages 4 kills, 7 deaths in his 16 games. With a cool 1 KDA. And I don't believe we'll see a single game of Set and Noxus. Not really something you just slam down in mid.
Yeah, it's strange because for Gnar, it's meant to be, I think, his second worst matchup after Malphite. In the top lane.
I mean, it's just props to Vray here, you know. That top lane matchup into Renekton. Not supposed to win that one either, but just seems to be putting on the works today. We saw in the bot lane the tower fall. Obviously, Karma, Sivir, insane amount of poke. Going to get the uptime in lane to poke down those plates. Cho'Gath getting another stack. Nox running in. Pulls him in. He's going to W, he's going to flash out, and he's going to get away here. Unless Salas has anything to say about it. Knocked up by Rakan. Eing forwards, putting down the quickness and a flash. Going to take Rakan to safety. Silas just keeps going forward, but not going to be able to gain anything out of that. They're just going to lose Herald. And a bit of their time.
I think Mismatch missed his ult on the Herald there. Took it down to like just about 100 HP.
No, he autoed the eye and then ulted.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
Yeah, it looked a bit dodgy, but I was paying attention. Here comes Gallant. And the stun goes wide. Oh, but we all... and there's a fight in the bot side as well. Rakan going to E out safely, but in the top lane, dodges the stun. Gnar still has his ult. He's going to hit the ult, going to hit the Q. Gallant with a quick Q flash over the wall to save his own skin. Great thinking.
Yeah.
Which could have been an unfortunate situation.
Honestly, Gallant is missing so many of his E's. It's what's costing him in these fights.
Yeah, a spell you can't really afford to miss. 2 man in the spot lane. Gonna drop Herald. That tower is gonna go down pretty quickly. And they might try and make a play on mid, but as we've seen, it's really hard to make a play on this Rakan and Vayne. They're both very evasive champions. Okay, they're going to go for a collapsing bot. Neferi crashes it into the wall, realizing maybe not the best idea to run that in. Drake spawning in 25 seconds. Who do we favour in a team fight here?
I mean, Ambrose just lost half his HP, so I'm thinking that the Noxians are looking good for this fight.
Neferi might get caught here. Silas in the middle of everyone. Takes the Cho'Gath ult. The quickness comes down. TP from Gnar. No TP from Gallant. They're going to disengage. And they're going to have to give Drake here.
Sivir ult used as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was to engage or disengage, but that's a cooldown that's going to be missed. They look for a pick on Rakan. Not going to work out. Yeah, on the other side, Gallant trying to get what he can for Gnar's TP.
Yeah, they secured the dragon, bringing the Gnar down, but they, I think, lost their top tier 2 here. I think that's a worthy trade for the side of Noxus.
It is sole point for Ionia now. Just one Drake steal or one Drake play, and they get Infernal Soul, which is going to be critical for their team. Noxus have a very sort of squishy comp. They've got a decent amount of health bars and lifesteal, but if they have Infernal Soul, they can be burst. Now we're entering two free items territory in the mid game now. I'd say it's looking pretty good for Team Ionia, despite being down a couple thousand gold. Oh, they're going for it. Here's the quickness. Grand entrance knock up. Sivir flashes away, but gonna go down. Silas coming in. They're going for the flash E from Set is exceptional. The condemn keeping him away though. Cho'Gath ult does insane damage. Ampharos on 1 HP. They can't quite take him down. Now flashing forwards for Karma. Not going to find that kill. But that is free for nothing. Irelia's going to push a side lane, but they're recalling. Inhib towers so close to base. Probably not going to get much in that top side now.
Yeah, it looked like it was going okay, but I think Gonix just overstepped with his team not behind him. Oh no.
And
Now
Gallant is
Gallant's
going to
been
get
caught out.
chain CC'd into another kill. Baron just spawned. Not the kind of situation you want to be in.
And it looks like Mismatch has plenty of mana this time around for this Baron call.
Yeah, ult up in 2 seconds. 1. And that's going to be stack number 12 for this Cho'Gath. Looking like a big, big boy. They're looking for the fight. Baron's gone down. It's a 3v5. Sivir doesn't have the damage. 4v5 now.
Play. And they
No one's going to go down. Noxus going to take their resets. Sorry, Ionia taking the resets. Coming back on the map, and they're in a great spot to win this game. If this is... Oh, Cho'Gath. Not really going to get caught, but I think they have potential with an Irelia there with Bork. Rakan so far up on his own, but Sivir just scared of who could be behind him. They're looking for a pick on Nar here. He's on his own. He's about to go mini and jump over the wall. Can they follow? Silas chains, not going to hit anything, and Nar goes free. Gallant lands the stun. I think this is a fight he can win. Maybe not after taking both those Qs. Going to flash away. That's another one. Here's Neferi, ulted and dead. Rest in peace, Gallant. Sivir's been free shot by Vayne. Wow. You're going to ult in here. Any fight's a good fight for Ionia right now. Nox kidnapping Nar. He's just going to jump away. What's going on, Pensive?
Maybe it's looking like some champion pool issues. I'm not sure. Nox is just not really showing up with the champions that they've picked here. It just doesn't seem to me like they're comfortable on anything they've picked.
Yeah, I think conversely, Ionia knows their champions well. Paper Knight probably bit off more than he can chew here. Cho'Gath, however, chewing quite nicely down on that nice Karma treat.
I think it's safe to say Mismatch is huge this game.
Yeah, oh, 1 auto. Dodges the stun.
1 auto and almost half HP.
Yeah, 1 auto burnt Sivir ult. Vayne. This full crit Vayne build is nothing to laugh at. Nar TPing in, he's got Mega. This is the soul fight, the quickness, the grand entrance. Nox hitting the W, does nothing. Nar in the middle of everyone, hits 2 with the ult. Sivir running scared. Silas steals the Infernal Drake to deny soul. Fighting the Fury. Gonna get condemned away, and Vayne is gonna take him down. But 05 Silas isn't scary, but that's a scary amount of time that he's just grabbed that steal. Nar flashing forwards. Does he really get this? Oh my goodness, he does!
This Nar's a monster. This Nar is an
Mega
absolute
Nar
monster.
running in, just gonna kill Sivir too while he's at it. Why not? Ace for Ionia. And that's gonna be a 2-0 unless Nox and Gallant can turn the tables on him here.
They have set ultimate. Maybe Mismatch makes a mistake and Set gets to ult in. I don't know.
T-Tam's alive as well. The wave's been cleared. The stun lands, and they can't end the game. Mismatch wastes his TP. They're going to have to play for this Baron in 2 minutes.
They were able to hold on, but for how long?
Cho'Gath
Has to be
has
careful
a
here.
huge ult here. Gonna get the knock up and just gonna chow down on some Silas Souffle. He's caught between 3 people now. Gonna flash away. Karma flashing after him to get that slow. Knock up goes down. Gonna put a lot of damage down, but not quite enough. And he's gonna go down. Gallant, conversely, in the top lane, gets the shutdown on the Theory. Rakan not going to be able to finish him. This could be a 2-kill Gallant here. Oh my god, Karma's enchanting Nox so well here. It was a great effort, but Lime's showing what he's worth. And I think we just missed in the mid lane. Nas taking both towers in the end of the game.
However, wasn't able to end just yet. It does get together with Ampharos, the Vayne, and they're able to stave off any further casualties.
They're going to go for it. She
Vayne is stepping
flashes.
there, forced to use
Gallant's
Flash away.
done.
All in all, probably a
towers
positive
down.
trade for Noxus, but
You've
an
got to
opening
assume they can't leave
Nexus
base
is
here.
always scary.
Should be a free Baron for Ionia. Are expecting to see them try and pick Nah, yeah, 5-man bot lane. Nah has no flash, but are they going to go for it? They don't really have another option. Nah's running for his life, and he's out.
Baron should be going over to the side of Wuju
And he
style
ran
here.
back maybe a bit too early. Here's Silas.
Will the tether land? No.
The tether doesn't
Disconnects it.
quite land. Chains do. Nah facing the Nah roll himself into the walls. Chains land again, and he is tied up. 4 members of
shutdown.
Noxus running down mid lane. They're looking for the end here. Gallant's on his own. Oh, he's getting 4v1 here. Not what you want to see. The quickness going down on Sivir. So much damage coming down. The Theory one-shotting her. Ampharos on the other side taking down Tea Time. Nox in the middle of it all. Goes down. And that's going to be a 2-0 to Wuju style.
Well done to the side of the Ionians. Wuju style picking up their second win, winning the match 2-0. And I believe that knocks us out of any contention of first place in any bracket, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, all 3 teams taking an L on the side of Noxus this week. Only picking up a singular game in any of their matches. Ionia
That's a tough
securing
one.
their 2-0 does bring them to 50 points. They're quite, they're happy to be there. They could end this week in 3rd place, if I'm not mistaken, after Zon place. Yeah, because Zon and Shurima both have a match left. So Ionia has a good, it could be in 2nd or 3rd, depending how it all boils down. Well done to them.
That's excellent news for Team Demacia, #1 fan Z-Man right here. Oh, well, there is a potential here for, if that Demacia series goes to a game 3, we could hop in for a little viewing and see what's going on the rest of the Rift, as week 1 is, pretty much come to a close now. It is Monday of week 2, but there was some mishaps going on throughout the tournament, and week 1's bled into week 2. We're not keeping track of numbers here. We're keeping track of who's won and who's lost in Runeterra. What are your thoughts as week 1 comes to a finish here?
Well, I'm happy. I'm Piltover. My team is in the lead. I think we are guaranteed to be first or tied for first. Maybe we might drop to second if Zon picks up a 2-0. Oh no, we're tied, right? So if they do that, so I think we're guaranteed first in the standings. No, I won't say any spoilers, but there's a chance that might not happen, depending how Demacia does. Oh, never mind. Z-Man's already said it. Demacia has picked up game 1, which means, it's impossible for anyone else to take first place this week. Piltover, going strong. How are you feeling, Z-Man?
I'm yet to play a match, so I'm just looking forward to sink my teeth into some Runeterra Rising gameplay. I think our team's looking to scrim tomorrow, potentially against Visbozo over here. So it'd be good to get some fives games under my belt. I've enjoyed watching. I've enjoyed casting one already. It's going really good so far. Oh, it's looking like it's not looking necessarily likely that we're going to get a game in the other series to watch. But what we can do is we can talk about the series that was just played. So, Luis, Pensive, who's your MVP?
Vray, the top laner of Wuju style. He takes matchups where he is not really meant to win and crushes them.
Just wins anyway.
Yeah, he just doesn't care. He just says, hold my beer, I'm going in, doing my thing. I think he did a fantastic job and really helped his team get this victory.
Gotta say, I'm very impressed with Vray. I thought it was Vrail at the start. I was like, whoa, what's he doing in the top lane? But completely different guy, completely different playstyle, completely different skill set. Looking like a strong contender in the top lane. I'd love to see this guy play Valinium for Demacia, widely regarded as one of, if not the best top laner. I want to see these two match up out on the Rift and come to blows. That's what we're here for. We're here for the competition. And the king of the competition in that series just then, from your casters on the desk, is Foray, I believe, MVP. We're going to give to him.
Absolutely. Well earned. And I think with that, it brings us to a close of our fantastic cast here. Thank you, Z-Man, for joining me on this one. You did a fantastic job. And congratulations to Wuju Style winning 2-0.
Yeah, Mismatch found himself in the way of a Wuju in that game too, and hopefully we'll see that going in weeks forwards, that his team doesn't have to put on a clinic. We are going to raid Linium, who is currently streaming the game, so if anyone wants to go raid that stream, make sure to send him all your love or other words of encouragement,
Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you there.